If you ever climb Mount Everest, there will be a moment when you're too exhausted to question what you're seeing, and you'll realize the thing guiding you toward the summit isn't a rope, it's a body. From far away, Mount Everest looks peaceful, clean, white, almost sacred. People speak about it with admiration. The ultimate test. The highest point on Earth, base camp feels surprisingly normal. Tents glow softly in the dark. Stoves hiss. Gloves dry on ropes. Climbers laugh. They check equipment. They pose for photos they believe they'll look back on later. Down here, everything feels controlled, organized, safe. Everyone trusts the system, the training, the guides, the oxygen, the schedules. The mountain doesn't look hostile. It looks calm, still, almost patient. The first thing that doesn't make sense happens above 8,000 meters. They call it the death zone, but no one really explains what that means. Up there, your body starts to shut down quietly. Thoughts slow. Judgment fades. Simple choices feel distant, unreal. Your breathing sounds wrong in your ears, too loud, too slow, like it belongs to someone else. Your hands stop responding the way they should. Zippers fight back. Straps feel impossible. And then you notice something in the snow. A shape. At first, it's just color. Something dark where everything else is white. Guides don't point it out. No one reacts. You're expected to understand and not ask. As you climb higher, the shapes stop looking abstract. Boots, a jacket sleeve, a face half buried in ice. The cold preserves everything. Skin doesn't decay. Bodies don't collapse. They remain exactly where they fell. Some are slumped against rocks, frozen mid-rest. Some lie face down, arms stretched forward, as if crawling. Others sit upright, still clipped into ropes, waiting for help that never came. You don't stop. Stopping is dangerous. So you step around them, over them. One body is mentioned in hushed voices. Green boots. He lies in a shallow cave beside the main route, curled on his side. His neon green boots impossibly bright against the snow. For years, climbers used him as a reference point, a landmark. Once you pass green boots, they'd say, "You're almost there." No one says his name. No one says how long he's been watching people pass by. He doesn't look like a warning. He looks like someone who just sat down, planning to stand up again. Farther up, there's another figure. A woman sitting upright, strapped into her harness. Her posture calm, almost deliberate. Her hair is frozen mid-motion, lifted by a wind that never stops. Her face tilted toward the summit, eyes closed. Climbers call her Sleeping Beauty. Some pause, some whisper a prayer. Others avert their eyes and keep moving. No one helps her, because they can't, because helping her means becoming part of the mountain, too. No one truly knows how their final moments unfolded. Up there, the possibilities are limited and terrifying. Maybe Green Boots crawled into that cave to escape the wind. Maybe he thought the storm would pass. Maybe he heard other climbers move past him, boots crunching, oxygen masks hissing, and couldn't gather the strength to speak. Maybe Sleeping Beauty reached the point where turning back felt harder than going on. Maybe she sat down just to rest, just for a moment, and the mountain quietly decided that moment was enough. In the death zone, People make choices that feel reasonable, even smart, right up until they aren't. The cold numbs pain. The lack of oxygen erases fear. You don't panic. You don't scream. You simply fade, while others walk past you, close enough to touch. Mount Everest doesn't hide its dead. It leaves them where they fall. They mark the route. They measure progress. They guide climbers upward. Everyone who climbs the mountain passes the same markers. The unsettling truth is this: at that altitude, no one knows whether the next body they pass is a warning or the place they'll be remembered from.